everyone. So I promised that I would do the tutorial to show you how I made the poinsettia. So as you've seen in the beginning of the video, that is the poinsettia that we're going to create today. So this is my big kick, and this is what I'll be using to do my embossing and to cut out my pieces. I guess maybe this can even be if you're brand new to using your big kick or using any machine that's this size. They have, what is it? The Vagabond is this size, the Vintage, and then they just released the teal one that's pretty. So they have all different kinds, but they're all about the same exact size. Even the big shot by, who is it? Stampin' Up. They're all the same size. So maybe if you've never done this before, then this could be a tutorial on how to teach you how to do it. So sorry, you're going to hear my kids in the background because this is a live tutorial. So the spellbinders we're using is this one. This is the Shapeabilities and Layered Poinsettia die. And then we're only going to be using the actual poinsettias and not like the leaves or the berries or anything out of that. This is just some white cardstock. I picked this up at Walmart. It was the color box, and I believe it's like 48 sheets, 12 by 12, and that's all I'm using for the base. It's got the beautiful texture on there. It'll pick it up. So that's why I like this paper. And then I need a shim, so I just use this shimmy stuff. And then this is the rubber mat for the embossing of your Shapeabilities or whatever spellbinders you have. So starting off, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take out the dies, and I'll probably end up cutting out this part. So I need all 4 dies. And then the dies are going to be cut out twice each to get the desired layer that you would like. Okay, so once you've taken out all of these, basically you're just going to take your cutting mats. So I have one that I do not cut on, and then one that is very well used. My baby is used all the time, so yeah, I use these until they're done and they crack and they can't be used anymore. So I'm just going to take mine, and then I put my cutting mat down. They recommend that you do them facing up, but I always cut mine down. So I'm just going to take it using the textured side up, and then I just take them and place them along. They don't have to be perfect, not exact science, just put them on there. You want to make sure that your platform is completely closed if you're cutting thin dies like this, and then you just run them on through. I always do mine twice just to make sure that they cut out very well. Sometimes you need to do it twice at least.
Mommy, what's down here?
Wow, I see her. Okay. Okay. So basically, what you're going to do now is you've cut out the shapes. So they're all stuck in there for right now. You leave them in place. Do not take them out yet. So I'm going to put that aside for a second. I'm going to open my platform by 1. I'm going to put my cutting pad down, my embossing pad down. Brandon, do your homework. Okay. And then you just take your can you stop? Your poinsettia, and you just lay that down facing downward. So when it puts the pressure on it, it only will go onto the mat and it doesn't destroy anything else. You put your other cutting mat on top, and then my shims. So I have the 2 shims here. Just place those on top, and now run it through. And the same thing, I run it through once, and then I reverse it, and I come back. And yours may not need the shim, but mine does. So that's why I do shim. And these are very thin little chipboard pieces that came on the back of some rainbow loom stuff.
Mommy,
I know, I see her. So when you get them out, you'll see now they have the texture into them. Okay. Shh. Hi, go play, okay? So you're going to do this twice. So once you've done it twice, you're going to poke them out, and let's see, I got my poking tool. I forgot to grab that. So you're just going to take these and you just take it and poke it out. You can use anything for this. You can use a toothpick. It doesn't have to be one of these or nothing. So once you take them out, they have beautiful texture to them. Okay, so do that to all the pieces. If you do not have, what was I going to say? Like that one fell right out. How about that? Okay, so once those are done, you're just going to cut them out twice, so I'll be right back. So now I've cut out all my pieces, so I've cut them out twice each, and I've embossed them each time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one, and I'm going to take a small tool, and this is just a stippling brush that I have. I like the size of it. So basically I just take it, pinch it with my thumb at the very end of the poinsettia leaf, and then I just roll it inwards. And at the same time I'm pinching down, holding that, so that it makes this shape. So when you go to layer them, it's much easier. So you just do that to all of them, and I'll speed this up. And then once you're done with that portion, you can take your desired glue. Me, I'm just going to do, for the quick demonstration, I'm just going to use the Tombow Mono Multi. But normally I would use hot glue for this. Just because I like the way hot glue makes everything stick better. But unfortunately mine won't reach over here right now. And my glue apparently exploded. So let me just clean up my hands real quick. Look at this, it's just like pouring out. I didn't even touch it. Okay, so I'm starting off with the first bigger layers, and I'm just going to do a glue dot in the center. Jeez Louise, what is going on there? That's so much glue. Okay. So basically you're just going to keep on layering it. Usually I don't do this much glue. I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, it is just pouring out. Look at this, it's like a volcano. Lava coming out of it. I'm not even pushing on it. So you're just going to layer each one, and you're just going to offset it to the next layer. So here I'm just going to take it, and this is the next size, and I'm just going to offset it again. It keeps on coming out. It wasn't stored upside down or nothing. So you can do as many layers or as little. I just like a full poinsettia. And the Tombow Mono Multi gives you time to work with it. So like you could stop there, or you could keep on going. Wow, I really don't know what's going on with my glue over here. Try and pack it down. Okay. So let's see, I'm just going to do only one more for this one. But you could go more, you could go less. I'm going to put this one in as my last one for now. What, honey? Okay, so, geez, it's like erupting. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is I picked these up from Hobby Lobby from the wedding section. They're just the beaded trim, and I'm just going to cut some of them off. Okay, so I have 5 pieces that I cut out. they're stuck to me now. Because I got glue all over my hand. Okay, so taking my exploding, look at this, it's still going. My exploding Tombow Monomulti, and I'm just going to put it down in there. And then I'm going to put these beads right on top. So just filling in that space. And you can do any size beads. You can do one big bead, which I did in my snow globe. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those ones in there for now. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to take some of our Mod Podge, or you can do gesso if you have gesso too, but I'm just going to do Mod Podge. And then I'm going to take my Distress Stickles and get everything out of the way first. My fingers are super sticky. Usually they're not so sticky. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the Mod Podge, and this is like a brush that my daughter stole and destroyed. Yes, very lovely, very awesome, right? And then you're going to take the Mod Podge, or you could do gesso, whichever one you prefer. Usually if you do this with glue, it goes quicker with the hot glue. Okay, and you're just going to take it and just dab it on wherever you would like. You can do as much or as little as you like on it. And you just take it and go around. And then my other ones, I did the gesso on there. And I really like the way that that turned out also. Okay, so now you take your Distress Stickles and sprinkle it on. Shake off the excess. And voila, you have a beautiful white poinsettia. So I haven't seen any, so if somebody out there has created it, I just haven't come across your YouTube page. But I've seen them in all different ways, but I've never seen them like this. So that's how you would get the one that I created for my snow globes. So I hope you like my tutorial. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.